So you really believe the Earth is flat?
I would say horizontal and stationary, just like we experience it.
I haven't experienced that at all.
So you do not experience a horizontal, stationary reality?
No, so
You don't.
I flew to
You don't
when I fly to
experience that?
California. I can witness the curve of the Earth, and when I'm on the beach, I can see boats disappearing bottom first over the horizon line.
Well, back to the horizontal and stationary. You don't experience that? Like if you're
No.
standing outside, just looking out?
Well, because I'm outside a lot, and I actually have I don't need a compass because I know where I live. I know the directions. I can look up in the sky and see the solar system and everything in motion. I'm definitely not stationary.
Gotcha.
Because
Yeah, at the end of the day, it just comes up to is it a 6 or a 9? And I think it's a blue pill, red pill scenario. It's really how you want to see it.
It's not.
What
It's
happened.
what's your best evidence? Because we've been to outer space. We have pictures of the Earth, and it's not flat. It's not what you think. It's not what you claim it is.
You said we've been to outer space, but you haven't, right?
I've been really fucking close. I've been in an airplane and saw the curve of the Earth.
I've been in a plane too, and I haven't seen no curve.
Did you look out the window? Did you get the middle seat?
Yeah, of course. Of course. No,
So
I looked out the
actually have
window.
so I really don't know how to do that on live, but like I was actually like my memories popped up on my Google Photos, and I saw the pictures of the thing, and I was like, dude, if I ever run into a flat earther, I was like, I have my own pictures of the literal curve of the Earth.
Yeah, I think even the scientific priests say you can't even see curve from a plane.
So if you stand in the middle of a railroad track that just goes straight for as long as you can go, it eventually looks like it closes in on itself, but you know that it doesn't. And just because you see it that way doesn't mean that if you walked a mile forward that the railroad tracks eventually closed on each other and were no longer parallel. They're still going to be parallel. They're still going to be exactly the way that they were.
Yeah, of course. And that has nothing to do with it being a globe or anything like that. Well, first of all, let me ask you this.
Perception. Just because you perceive it in a certain way doesn't mean that in reality that they aren't a different way.
Right, exactly. So when you're looking out, let's say you're at the beach, you're at the shore, and you're looking out at the ocean, you're looking at the horizon. What is the horizon to you? What is it? Is it the physical curve of a ball?
So it's basically this hypothetical line that you can't see over the curve of the Earth as soon as things descend. It's not a flat drop off. If you think of horizon, horizontal line, horizon, it's just this line that things begin to start to go down because of the curvature of the Earth. They're not going down, they're going forward. They're staying flat. But why? They don't disappear for the same reason that the railroad tracks close in, because the boats disappear bottom first. They don't just get so small that they disappear. They disappear bottom first, which only works on a round Earth.
Well, that's wrong, bro, because things can.
Actually true. No, things can, because flat earthers have subjective evidence doesn't mean that it's true.
Well, it's not true. Things can also appear to disappear from the bottom up on a level surface as it's going away from you. So basically, the horizon. The horizon is not the physical curve of the Earth. It is just it's an optical phenomenon. It's really has to do with the nature of our vision.
We have
Everything
really
has
good telescopes. We can zoom in on there. There's no optical phenomenon. The high definition telescopes set 6 feet up above sea level, exactly where it needs to be, record only the bottom going under. Time after time, beach after beach. It's literally not, it's almost not debatable. You need a different explanation than optical illusion, because here, let me ask you this. Here's another thing. You're going to blame the sun setting on an optical illusion as it's getting too far away. Well, why does that also disappear bottom first and it never changes size in the sky? Never.
Well, it has been recorded that it does change size.
It doesn't change size. No, it doesn't. It has never been recorded.
It has been recorded though. Even Globers have admitted it. It does change a little.
If it changes size, it's basically negligible. We're talking like
and it's been measured to change.
Your claim is that it gets so small it disappears, right? Yeah, go ahead.
No. So what I'm trying to say is we have the horizon, right? We have that line. Anything above that line going away from you would appear to merge into that line. Anything below that line moving away from you would appear to like converge upwards and merges into that line. It's completely optical. So let's say if I'm looking with the naked eye and I'm looking at a boat, let's say it took off, like it's like near me, right? And I'm watching it sail into the horizon. That boat, it's going to be below the horizon and it's going to meet that line. Once it meets that line, you're going to see like the top of it above the line. And if it keeps going, it's going to appear to go lower. It's kind of like when you're looking at like streetlights or maybe like looking down a long hallway.
No, those don't slowly get lower. That you don't see the bottom of those don't disappear. They move inwards. Yeah. You can still see it all.
Right. But let's say there's a plane, right? And you're watching it fly away from you. It's going to appear to go lower. Just like the lights in the hallway. Those lights are appearing to go lower. Are they really going lower?
Stand still and a plane flies away. Why does the plane go down across? If you're standing still and a plane flies away from you, it's going to hit the ground. It's what it's going to look like, but it's because it's crossing the curvature of the earth. The plane's not crashing into the ground. It's not disappearing smallly. It would disappear in the sky, really high up in the sky. The problem is that doesn't happen. It disappears over the horizon of the physical curvature of the earth.
Or it's merging into the horizon.
It would. That's not true. It would be up in the sky still. It would be up still.
Not only that, things go farther away from you. They get smaller, and it's going to get to a point where
no, that's fine. That's true. That is what's happening. That's not what we're talking about. It's going down. It looks like it's going down because it's traveling over the curve of the earth. It has to sink below where you can see as the curve of the earth goes, and then it disappears. But the plane's still thousands and thousands and thousands of feet up.
Exactly.
It looks like it's going down.
That's the same thing. It's appearing to go down.
Thing. It's not at all.
It is.
No, because if we shot a rocket straight up, it would have. If we shot a rocket straight up, yes, it would get smaller, it would disappear, blah blah blah. But it's never going to go down and look like it's going over the curvature of the earth. Planes flying straight away from you will go down, not stay up, and go under the curve of the earth, around the earth.
I agree with that. Something going up and away from you, because it's not going towards the horizon. It's going away from you. If something's going up, you're not going to see it go towards the horizon. Now, if something's going away from you towards the horizon, it's going to appear to be going down if it's above the horizon. Going back to the hallway scenario.
If a plane starts flying from behind me, it's already 50 billion feet in the air, 50,000 feet in the air, and it continues to fly over me at that same altitude and it's locked in, it's eventually going to seem like it's going down. Your world is that it continues to go straight and eventually gets smaller going straight. The fact of the matter is it goes down, but it's never going down. The plane's altitude is going to be locked in at 50,000 feet. The people relative to the bottom of the plane, when it's a mile away from you, when they're under it, it's going to look like it's 50,000 feet in the air. But for you, it looks like it's touching the ground. Why does that happen?
Because of the nature of our vision, perspective.
No, that's not true. Because do you know the angle that planes take off at? If it never changes that angle, if it keeps soaring upwards in the sky, straight up like that, it'll eventually disappear and get so small, and it'll fly in outer space and it'll get so small and you can't see it, right? The problem with that is it's never going to go down and go under the earth, because it's not flying straight across with the curvature of the earth. It's going up, out, away from the earth, so it will get smaller. Like when the people who launched to go up in outer space, that rocket didn't fall over the curvature of the earth. It went straight the fuck up and disappeared. That's what you're claiming, and that doesn't happen with commercial flights. Furthermore, the sun's size doesn't change in the sky. I'll take a landscape here. The sun's size, I'll put it on a tripod. It's the same size all the time, permanently.
Well, it's been done, dude. I haven't done it, but other guys have done it, and they've recorded the size change.
So if you want to do it properly, subsurface. What's up?
If you're doing it properly, you need to use a solar filter that blocks out 90% of the light, so that your camera doesn't you can actually see where the edges of the sun actually are.
I could send you guys a video.
I don't care about subjective evidence. I can send you the pictures from the moon landing, and you're to go, it didn't happen. So why would I believe why would I believe that?
How do you know my thoughts on the moon landing if we haven't even spoke about it?
Well, it's pretty synonymous that if you're a flare, you deny the moon landing, because it's pretty problematic of people taking pictures of the Earth from the moon and it's a sphere. It's very problematic.
So back to the to the hallway scenario. So I don't understand. So if we're looking at a horizon, right, and you have a plane flying towards the horizon, we both agree that it appears to get lower in the sky, right?
It's not that it's appearing to. Well, yeah, it does appear, yes, but
okay, it appears, but it's really not.
It's not because of so from the hallway thing. I don't think it's they're not the same phenomenon, is what I'm getting at. One of them has to do with the literal curvature of the Earth, and one of them has to do with the fact that your human eyes just can't see like as good as a fucking telescope.
Okay, streetlights. If I'm looking down a road and there are streetlights above me, like a row of streetlights, and I'm looking down, I'm looking out at the road. Those streetlights are going to appear to be going down where they merge to the floor, they meet the floor. Now, those streetlights are not really getting shorter. They're all measured the same, but it's appearing to go down. Would you agree?
So, see, what you're totally missing the fact that those streetlights.
Would you agree?
The bottom is no, I do not agree. The bottom of those are all 100% visible. You can see the bottom of them with your horizon.
I get it. I get it. Hold on. I get it.
First too.
I get it.
This doesn't work.
I get it. I get it. But it's gonna come to a point where you can't see the bottom anymore. Why is that?
Okay, no, it's going to get to the point to where all of it doesn't become visible. Not the bottom first, then the rest of it disappears. That's not how it works. All of it disappears at the same time. The bottom never, unless you can see the literal curvature of the Earth standing there, which you probably can't. You're not going to see the bottom of those disappear first. It's not like an ocean that has a blank background of a sky that you see one boat in, and it's really easy to see. Those lines in the telephone lights, dude, you can't. You're in a city. You could
Google a picture right now of streetlights, and eventually
my eyeballs. No, the bottom of those never disappear first.
So they don't.
They
appear.
All close in on each other.
It's like you're saying they do, but then they don't. You're saying that they appear.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Can you let me talk for like one? Can you let me?
Go for it.
Can you let me talk once? So you're saying that they don't appear to be getting shorter, right? Of course, they're not really getting shorter. They're appearing to get shorter.
They're appearing to shrink. They're not appearing to be shorter as in the bottom disappears first. But yes, they get smaller in height relative with the whole thing. But the whole thing is still visible.
Right. They're getting smaller, but due to perspective, they also appear to be getting shorter. Do you agree? Have you ever looked down a long hallway? Have you ever looked down a long hallway with lights above?
Does the floor ever disappear in the long hallway? No, it doesn't.
If the hallway's long enough.
No, the floor never disappears. It doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't disappear.
If the hallway's long enough, though, let's say hypothetically, if it was long.
And yeah, if it was long enough and it went around the curve of the Earth, you would not see the floor anymore. But that's not reality.
Bro, you're not even letting me talk, bro. I'm out, bro. See you.
Peace out, bro.
See you guys. Peace.
Oof.